good does it feel to be back?
You guys told me it's nice to see you guys again. Um, no, it's great to be able to come back, re-sign with the team. Obviously, be back on the court with these guys. It's been good. It's been a good summer. So excited to get practice started.
Of course, you had some options you're all sure of, but you were looking forward to coming back this season, right? 'Cause they definitely talked about bringing you back for you.
Yeah, I mean, this business is crazy. Obviously, as we've seen the last couple of days. But I think it's rare that you have a team that 5 years ago brings you in, and you still have the opportunity to be here and continue to play here. So I'm definitely um, humbled and honored by the fact that I'm able to continue to build this franchise.
You've seen a lot in those 5 years. To know that they were, not only prioritizing you, but it comes at a time where they've kind of accomplished a little bit of a goal in getting to the postseason. Now to get the chance to build upon that, what does that mean to you?
It means a lot. I mean, there's been a lot of change. I mean, it's a very very thin line in terms of where things could have gone on this journey in order to come back. So I'm excited to be back, to continue to build, to be with these guys, and to keep making more memories.
HB, how does the weight of expectations feel compared to the weight of the drought and hearing about that every year coming into camp compared to now having higher aspirations?
I think for us, it's validating our new standard. It's a matter of so many teams, so many people before maybe weren't necessarily circling a Kings game on the they weren't circling a Kings game on the calendar, but preparing for us, treating us with a certain level of respect and things like that. Now it's can you do it again? Can you do it again? Year after year, and we had a great season last year, and we want to try to build on it this year.
Kind of building off of that, the amount of national TV games that the Kings now have this season, especially the amount that are here in Sacramento, it seems like the league wants to showcase the city and the crowd a little bit more. Do you recognize that? Do you see that? What do you think of with that opportunity?
I was a little shocked we didn't have a Christmas Day game. I mean, I'm just going to throw it out there. I know Christmas hasn't come to Sac, often in a while. But no, I mean, I think the opportunity to have national TV games is great. It's great for the community. It's great for all the people that worked extremely hard in this organization to be able to be highlighted. So I think that's phenomenal. And as a team, it's just great for us to continue to build and move forward in those matchups.
What do you think of the additions you guys brought in today, or brought in this year with Javale, to Sasha, to Chris? Just your early thoughts on that?
I think they're all great. I mean, I think when you look at Chris and you look at Sasha, obviously Sasha extremely accomplished overseas. Chris, a good young player in this league, can help us with shooting, because obviously that's something that fits our system, fits our style, fits who we are. I think one of the beautiful things about our team last season is that at any given point in time we had somebody step up and win us a game or make a big moment. Like, I think that's what really was kind of our calling card, is that whether it was Trey or Malik or Kevin or you just go down the list of guys who step up and have big games. It's huge. I think both those guys have the ability to get hot, have the ability to keep the floor spaced, allow Fox and Domas to work. And JaVale, obviously, he's a winner. He's a presence in the paint. He's a guy who can alter shots, help us with the rebounding. Obviously, that was something that we struggled with last year. So I think all those guys, I think they're great additions to what we have, where we want to go, what we're doing, all that.
What's your relationship like with Trey? What's it mean having him back?
Trey's my guy. I'm still waiting to get my invitation to the book club. I mean, the guy puts his books on Instagram. He says he's starting a book club. Says I should have an email, and I get nothing. So I mean, I love Trey. I don't know if he loves me, but that's my guy. That's my guy. I mean, clearly not. I haven't gotten the invite, but Trey's great. I mean, I think when he came over here, it was once again in that kind of flux period where there was just a lot going on, and he's just been so consistent just as a person. At first, and I bring up the book club as a joke because Trey always reads before the games, and at first I thought he was reading because there was so much craziness going on. Right? I'm like, man, he's just trying to figure out a way to just zone his mind out and do that. But he's just one of the most consistent people really I've ever met.
How much were you in contact with your teammates over the offseason? Did they specifically contact you at all, like after the deal was signed and the announcement that you were returning? What was the response of them to knowing you were coming back?
I mean, we've been in contact the whole summer. I mean, we had a team camp in Napa before free agency. I mean, obviously had the team come in Vegas, you know, San Diego. I mean, there was a bunch of different things and touch points. You know, us getting together in Southern California. So yeah, I mean, we've been in contact all summer. I don't think it was anything different had changed in terms of how we communicated, how we always kept in touch, and how we always saw guys.
Was that normal to do, to proceed like you're coming back and like nothing's changing, or is that unique to this group?
It's probably unique to this group. I mean, I think we naturally we all just get along together a lot off the floor. So naturally, I mean, I'm gonna see these guys, you know, in the gym regardless. You know what I mean? I'm seeing Trey in the weight room. You know, I'm on the court with Cab, Davion, you know, whoever it may be. So, yeah, I mean, I think we just kind of kept it as business as usual. Just continued to bond that way. And if things would have went a different way, I still think I would have probably been on the court with them as well. So.
People keep talking about the family environment that's kind of growing here, and there's babies everywhere. How much over the past year have you seen that sort of develop, and what has happened to kind of foster that environment?
It's great. I mean, I think, speaking of kids, I mean, I feel like we got about 10 to 12 with the new coaching staff when they came in. So that definitely helped the culture there. But, no, I think we're always a close-knit group. And I think as guys have, you know, started to just get older, mature, the families have expanded. Everyone kind of on similar timelines with that kind of stuff. It's just kind of fostered a different way for us to bond and connect, right? So a lot of things, you know, yes, you're talking about, you know, video games and things that are going on, you know, just on normal day-to-day life, football, whatever, in the locker room, but you're also talking about kids, parenting, you know, is anyone getting any sleep at all, you know, stuff like that.
Did your approach to the offseason change? I know you played in the Drew League. I mean, you've been in the league for a minute now, but
Yeah.
do you approach the offseason any differently with what you're working on?
Yeah, I mean, I think just, you know, putting yourself in different situations. You know, we had, I think, some different opportunities where we were able to, you know, go out and play, you know, with guys on the team. So a bunch of us going to UCLA or going to things like that, just to play and get chemistry. So, you know, looking forward to seeing how that translates, obviously. You know, kind of just getting into the preseason, still working out the kinks and doing stuff with that.
Mike's talked about the challenge from going, you know, good to great, and how much more difficult that can be from going bad to good. In terms of day-to-day approach and the culture that's set here, what does that look like? What's the challenge facing the team daily when it comes to going from good to great?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing is you can't start in April. You know what I mean? We can't just like jump back into, okay, we're going to start in the playoff series. It's like we have to start from day one. You know, we have to start from, you know, building that foundation, holding those standards, and approaching it with a sense of hunger like we had last year when you're trying to, you know, establish yourself and get the playoff streak, you know, away from us and things like that to, okay, you know, how do we still have that same hunger even though our goals or expectations have remained the same or increased?
Thanks, everyone.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate it, man.